Hello, happy Saturday, my friends. How are we today? It is so good to be here with you guys this weekend. I had one of my members, Rebecca, this morning saying that she's missed a lot of my lives and would I be going live this weekend? And so I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to just pop on in. Let's do it. So let's see who's in here. We've got, this is a members chat today, but it is live for everybody to view. So if you're interested in joining and becoming a member, this would be a great time to do it. You can join the chat and come and hang out with us. But I see Marie is in the house. Hello, Marie. It's so nice to see you. And Lana is here. And Thule is here. Yes, you noticed that I had the tulips in the background on the thumbnail, right, Thule? Recognizing your bedroom, right? And Rebecca scheduled 3 more markets this morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You've had some already this year though, right? This isn't the first of the ones you've done. So I think you've been starting to do them already. So, oh, that's great though. Yes. Hello, Pam. Oh, your view from your, what did you name her? Cassie? Your camper? So cute. It's so nice. It looks like you're having an amazing weekend. Yeah. Yep. So I figured, you know what? My family takes a while to get going. I'm usually the early bird, so I figured my hair's still wet and everything, so don't mind that. But I figured, you know what? We're just going to hang out and work on stuff. Cassie. That's right, Cassie. Your first one. Okay, so you haven't. You've just been making stuff then for your for the ones that are coming up. I gotcha. First will be April 12th this year. It's late this year due to our trip. Gotcha. Which, I mean, you couldn't not go on that trip. That was fabulous. It was nice to see some pictures from there too. So I've been working on the crochet collage garden, which is the one that I know Rebecca just finished one from here as well. I think we both have the same idea, right, about like doing something for our moms with this one, but it's fun so far. It is in UK terms though, so keep that in mind. Hadn't even had a sip of my coffee yet. I mean, I've had 2 other cups. This is a decaf, mind you. I have to take a break at some points throughout the day, right? Oh my gosh, you've got 7 of them scheduled. Wow. That's crazy. That's great though. I mean, you know, they were always, for me anyway, they were always such a nice way to earn a good chunk of money like in one go, you know, because you'd go and you'd make a few $100s and then you're like, all right, you know, got a little fun money and stuff. Oh, thank you. Another Target special. Yes. Actually, I have 2 mugs that are almost the same. They're both this kind of ombre style, but it's just got a little bit more pink to it. And I'm like, did I buy 2 of the same mug? Just about. I love collecting mugs, which is a problem now because we have no more room. We're literally stacking mugs on top of mugs. And one of these days, I mean, I knock wood, but one of these days I feel like it's all coming down on me. So you earned $4,000 last year from doing 12. Wow. Yes. That's amazing. Good job. And you make such beautiful amis and stuff. And I love that you're pairing them with the books because she makes a lot of book characters, you know, like Peter Rabbit, Grover, and comes with the books. Such a cute idea. I have. Yeah, Marie. I used to do, actually up here in Washington, I've done some. I did some in California. And the ones in California were strictly amis. This is one they weren't all my designs. Some of them were my designs. Some of them I would make other people's designs. And then, you know, sell the finished plushies and such. And those were always fun. The ones up here, I've done some with Ami, but it's mostly been from my other stuff, like the stickers and the stationery and my books and that kind of thing. And my art. And those have also done well, for sure. But the excitement that you get when you see somebody walking by and seeing the plushies is just such a good feeling, you know. there's just nothing like it, you know? So I highly recommend doing them if you've never tried. It's fun, it's nerve-wracking, but it's a lot of fun. Candy Joe is in the house. Good Saturday morning to you as well, my dear. It's so nice to see you. It was lovely seeing you on D's the other night. And then also I got to catch a little bit of you live when you got the next one going, because we're having some tech issues, right? I hate when that happens. I've had my share of those. Sometimes my internet just decides it's done with me. So it'll just, you get that like that red ring of death or whatever it is, or, you know, just keeps going and going. And then it's like, okay, so yeah, I guess I'm going to try to pop back in and see if it notices. We get it to work, but hi, Samantha. I think because you're a mod, I think it'll let you come in anyway, I believe. Waiting for your books to come out so I can add them to my table. Yes. And then you already have the patterns, so those are already out, and tutorials and such. I think I'm trying to think now, actually. I don't know if I just did the tutorial, if I actually gave you, I think I gave you patterns in my blog, so those should still be there. You could always become a member though, Samantha. But yes, you're a mod, so it does let you come on in. All right, so I thought I made enough of these yellow ones, but I think I needed one more because I'm following, they don't tell you how many to make. I have a lot of ends as well, you guys, like a kite. I made this one, which is a hot mess, I know, but it's kind of like an ivy vine and has the little leaves coming off of it. And then I've made a couple of mushrooms, and the mushrooms, they'll tell you like make them different sizes so they look natural, not all the same length. So this one's smaller than this one, and I didn't have she used a kind of a mauve tone. It was beautiful mauve purple. I either have lavender or I have this shade of brown, and so of the two, this looked more mushroomy to me, so I went with that. But yeah, I'm making one more yellow, and I might start tying in loose ends because I feel like if I wait until the end, and especially because this one is for my mom, which means that I can't have her tie in the loose ends of her own gift. I'd be such a terrible daughter, right? I'd be like, Mom. So I feel like I need to do it, but maybe I'll do them a bit as I go so it's not as overwhelming. That's my thought. Oh my gosh. Thought it was a hair clip with ribbon hanging down, not ends, right? I know. Well, you could kind of probably tie it as a hair clip. I know. It's weird too, because like they don't tell you in here how many to make of each. And I think the reason is because, you know, she's giving you the motifs to do. She's giving them to you. And then you're kind of allowed to just be creative with how you want to put them around and how many of each thing, and if you want to change the colors you can, but I want it to look just like hers. So I counted 4 of the these little yellow ones. This little one popped up and I was like, oh, I missed that one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you made half and then did ends because it was bugging you. Exactly. But I am finding that it's easier to look at the charts if you're not familiar as much with the UK terms like I'm not. So just looking at the chart seems to be helping a lot more. Making cakes out of the hanks that have accumulated, putting it off. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you wanted it to look like hers too, Rebecca. Exactly. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see where I'm at. Okay, now I'm gonna just look at my chart because that's the easier way to go. Now I know where I'm going with it. So what's everybody got going this weekend? Do you guys have any plans? I found out that the kiddos have 1 more week of school and then they have a week off for spring break. So we got 1 more week for that, a little bit of a respite. Which will be nice. That'll be really nice. We're talking about maybe doing another seaside trip, because that's just something that all four of us really enjoy doing as a family. And probably let my sister-in-law know, because I know that this John's sister, she has been wanting to like meet us, you know, part way, because they're up in Seattle. So meeting us there and having a couple of nights there would be fun. Okay, so you're working on Pika-Pow 3 book, Rebecca says. Let's see. Pika-Pow 3, I have it. Let's see, is it this one? No, it's this yellow one. Which one are you doing, Rebecca? Do tell, do tell. I love this whale, you guys. It's so cute. Look at that. That was the one I was showing Pam because she had some colors that would have been really good for a whale. Free pattern suggestions. I mean, if you want to do something of mine, you could do the floppy cat. That seems to be pretty popular. Or what else could you do? I mean, I have a lot of tutorials on there that are all free. If you go through the tutorial. You're trying again to crochet granny squares. Yes, Lana. Hold it in your hand. Get your hook. Come on, we got this. I promise I'll at least make this flower today. How's that? Oh, you're doing the chicken. This one? Where is it? There it is. That's so cute. I love this little kind of a shawl granny square looking thingamajigger that it's wearing. It's so cute. Yeah, it was hard when I was trying to figure out which ones I wanted to do from each. Because they're just all so freaking cute. It's just hard to make that decision. My husband likes this one. Here, I'm going to cover the pattern so that nobody can copy it here. But this one, Eduardo, my husband likes that one. Hi, dear. Oh, you're doing your makeup. Very nice.
To do our eyebrow gel, and then I think we'll be done.
I don't even do eyebrow gel. I don't even think I have eyebrow gel.
I have eyebrow gel.
You have eyebrow gel. My own daughter has eyebrow gel. I don't even have eyebrow gel. And then I love this one, you guys. Olivia is her name. Olivia Rosemary Mouse. Isn't she cute? Like, I just love her little outfit. She's got like little, what do you call them? Bloomers or whatever. Is that what they're called? Yeah, anyways. She's so cute. Love them. You did the original chicken. Oh, okay. So you've already done the chicken. This is like a second chicken that you're working on. I mean, they even have a lemur in here. It's just so cute, you guys. Oh, this is one I'm working on, actually. I will cover it with my arm. I have started this little guy, the seagull guy. And isn't he cute? I think that's just with like a thinner, probably DK maybe yarn, or I don't think it's a thread. It looks like it's probably DK yarn. But I've got him to about like I've done him up to, let's see if I could show you. I've done all of this and I'm probably about that far down on his body. I even made his little beanie. I don't think I did the pom-pom. Maybe I did. So I don't have any excuse not to just finish him, but he's another whip that's in one of my bags. Right? Aren't those ears so cute? Like you see the full circle, you know? So cute. I love that. I thought I hit something. I was on a pin. There we go. So anyways, my hair is like eating me. Hang on. Hang on. Which side goes what? Here we go. I know. I'm almost there. I think I just squirrel so frequently that I literally have whimsies in there that are, I probably have 2 or 3 that are her head, her body. She just has no legs. It's like, why did I not just make the legs? I could have just whipped that out pretty fast, you know, but I got sidetracked. I squirreled at some point in time and started something else, you know. So my daughter's so funny. I showed my husband the other night because the last live that I did this week, she was like right next to me for, I don't know, it's probably the first 10 minutes or something like that. And just being silly and you know, and at first I'm like, oh, it's cute. She's funny and stuff. And then at some point, my I got like overstimulated with all the sound between her sounds and the music and everything else. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just need quiet. I showed him, I'm like, look at our daughters, just like such a ham, you know. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we'll go to Target later. And that's like the thing my husband and I do when we go on a date. We go to Target. We go to Dutch Bros, we get a coffee, and then we go to Target. Had the chicken's beak and eyes attached in the head and just got to the body part of it. Okay, cool. Are you gonna make the little shawl, little wrap thing that she's got? That'll be super cute. And what's everybody else working on? Tuli, what are you working on? Marie, what are you working on? Except for it's not Marie. Oh man, I'm gonna remember your name one of these days. It's a different name. That's why my brain doesn't retain it, and so I just call you by Marie when I see you. Oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, where was I? Yeah, did that. Okay, next. Yeah. So,
Mama, you like
yeah.
my makeup?
I do.
We did eyebrow gel.
You did eyebrow gel. She has more makeup on than I do, you guys. I have 40-year-old skin. Hey. The Golden Book has a yellow coat and hat, so I have to design a chicken wearable. Oh, gotcha. Oh my goodness. You're nuts. Almost finished with my wardrobe closet. Ooh.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Are you crocheting a wardrobe closet, or are you talking about you're making things for your wardrobe? Janabelle. I should remember that because it's close to Jezebel, which was the name of one of our cats at one point. We called her Jezzy. So Janabelle. Okay, I'm going to try to remember. But it's okay. You can call me Marie if you want. I try to remember everybody's names. It's hard. We have so many people on here. Everybody has different, handles. And at some point you've been talking to somebody so long, then you feel weird asking, it's just like when you meet people. I've had that happen so many times where I'm like, I've been talking to this person for quite some time and I can't remember for the life of me what their name is. It's like, you don't want to be like, so by the way, what's your name again? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just going to look at the chart because it seems to be easier. I put the clothes in the closet. Gotcha. Yep. So Marley is hanging out with me again, at least for the time being. He's in his spot right here. You're bad with the names, Rebecca. You're all over your room. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. So I did that one. Okay, now I got to do chaining. 2, 3, 4. And now we're diving back in. Yeah, I've never been, there's even been people that I went to high school with that this was back in California, but there would be people that I'd been to high school with, but it'd been, it's been like 23 years since I graduated. But at the time that, it would have been probably within 15 years of graduating or something. And, I'd see people and they'd be like, hey, Julianne, how's it going? And I'm like, hey, how's it going? I totally blanked on what their name was. I'm like, we spent, 3-4 years together in high school. I still don't know their name. It's terrible. Terrible how the brain works sometimes, right? Okay. Yeah, doing these, the flowers and getting kind of the instant gratification of getting them done more quickly than the other projects I was working on, it's really making me want to get back into doing amigurumi. Which it's not like I've stopped, it's just that I have been working on these other things, so I haven't really had the time to sit and work on anything design anything new or even work up somebody else's pattern, you know. Sounds good, Marie. I mean, Janabelle. Have a good day if I don't see you. Okay. Yeah, so I'll try to probably hang out here for a bit and then get going to Target, and then I would like to be ideally back by 1-ish because I think that's when Mama G and Rusty go on today. So I always enjoy hanging out with them whenever they come on. And they always come on Saturdays. I think, did I write it down? If I was smart, I would have. Oh, this is how I only have smart. Like, I'll put down when they're on. I didn't put the time, you guys. I just put MG and R. Oh, that's great. I'm halfway there. Oh, my goodness. So I did go to speak with my daughter's teacher yesterday. And so we were talking about the whole idea of bumping her a grade just based on her testing and stuff like that. And yeah, apparently, I don't know if it's just in Washington State or if this is like across the board. It seems like, hi, Killian. I'm so glad you could come on. It seems like they don't do that anymore, or it's very frowned upon. So you can get into a battle with the state, I guess, but it's very discouraged to bump children into a higher grade level. And I looked it up. It said that was something very prevalent in the 70s and 80s, which is probably why I remember it, right? Because I have, like, my father-in-law was jumped a grade. And then they talked about how when I was in grade school, it was right when they started bumping people if you wanted to. It was kind of like a pilot program where you could do the 6th, 7th, and 8th. They were just starting to move 6th to the middle school. And my mom decided she didn't want me to do that because socially and emotionally, it wasn't that I wasn't socially, emotionally ready. It was just that me being in with the older kids just kind of scared her, I think. And so, yeah. And so, it's now very discouraged. I don't even know if any states really do it much anymore, but what they are suggesting is that we have her, do more testing, see kind of really where she's at. And then they will replace the curriculum that is obviously it's not hard enough for her, right? It's too easy for her. So they'll replace the curriculum with more advanced curriculum. So that could mean that she's in a 3rd grade math, right? Or whatever, but she's still considered a 2nd grader. So I said, well, what happens if she goes and wants to go back to the public school for middle school then? Is she just going to be bored to tears? Because that's also, you don't want bored kids, right? That's always where problems start. So we are speaking with the middle school about like potential high cap programs and stuff. And it's just like, nothing can be easy, you know? She can take more challenging classes. I skipped a couple math classes from 7th and 8th grade. They let you test out. That's, yeah, what she was saying, Killian, because I said, I know I've heard of kids that were graduating at 16. So how is that possible if you can't bump a grade? And she said, once you get to high school, I guess it's a lot more acceptable for you to take additional classes, sometimes even taking college courses while in high school. So yeah, they're basically just saying she's too young at this point. Let's wait. And then once she gets into high school, if she wants to kind of fast track things, then they can get her on a better kind of path for that. Yeah, I just, I don't want her to be bored. And I'm bored because I know she's bored because we're sitting there and we're doing these things. The repetition is like, oh my gosh, Okay, so how many times can I ask her how many edges on a triangular prism? You know what I mean? Like, we'll go over the same thing until it's like, I want to use a term, but it's not a very nice term now that I'm thinking about it. The beating of a horse one. I don't really like that term, but that's what it feels like. It's like, oh gosh. So it's so repetitious, you guys. And once she already gets the concept, it's like, okay, we want to move on. Please don't have 3 units that take probably a half an hour each telling me the same thing. You know? Dual high school and college credits. Yeah, that would be super cool. Busy work, it's how they fill a day. Exactly. And I'm like, okay, but we're at home. I would rather her just play. If she already gets it, let's just move on, you know? Your grandson did the high school college credits. Yeah, that's what it is. That's where it's at, you know? Let's just get them doing busy work. I think it's like, it's too much, even for me. AP classes are so awesome. Looking back, I skipped all the college math and English, and the grades were not as impactful, so I highly recommend to youngins that can take APs. I never took APs in school. My brother did. I never did. I think the highest math I did was Algebra 2. And then when it got to the trigonometry, that's when I started having trouble because we weren't getting the individual attention. Those of us that were struggling with learning trigonometry, the teacher was just teaching people that already knew how to do it and were past where we were in the lesson. And so it got to a point where I'm like, I'm not figuring this out. So I just dropped it after the first half. So I just did the Algebra 2 part. Oh, okay, Callie. Good luck on the field. Have fun. Wrote my own curriculum for my homeschool. Rebecca, if you have any recommendations on where to go for that, please let me know. Because one of the other things that they said we can do, and I haven't done it yet, but it's something on my mind, is to basically, they said that the state really only cares about English and math. So the rest of them are just like, did you participate? And so, that's for her, that's science, social studies, and art. And so she was saying that, yeah, a lot of times they'll just do like kind of half of it with the school program, and the rest of it they can do at home and figuring out what to do at home. And then I don't know how you show that you've done it, but I'll have to figure all that out. But I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's going to be best for both of us and then go from there. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah. It's like, because I want it to be something she's interested in, and I don't know. It's too much repetition, even for me. I don't know how teachers do it. Doing the same grade every single year and the same thing every single year just seems like a nightmare to me. I'm like, I need variety, people. Give me something else to do. Okay. All right. I've done 3 petals. We're getting there slowly but surely. Okay. My sister-in-law's been, this is my brother's wife. She's been contemplating, and I think she's going to. She's talking about seeing how the summer goes, but with my nephew, she's talking about homeschooling him. And just because he's struggling, he's struggling to keep up and everything. So she was thinking about that, and she was going to try it out over the summer. And so she's been leaning on me like, how's it going? Let's find out. Exactly. That's good. Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. Because me with having that, even the meds aren't helping. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm beating my head into the book. Please. I mean, you can tell that I get bored with it because I'm like, and how many sides does the triangular prism have? How many faces? How many edges? Like I'm trying to fuel my own excitement. Oh my gosh. My nephew is a grade below Lizzie, so he's in 1st grade this year, so he'll be going into 2nd grade. In-laws are Okay. The state that you're in, their laws are super flexible, so that was awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it more because if you go by the school's program, you have to stick kind of by the book, which is very frustrating. Um, Even you can tell even her teacher is frustrated with it because she would like to allow the parents to substitute out things. Like even for the art, she's like, you should be able to substitute out if like that one I was telling you guys about. We haven't had to do it yet, but I'm sure it's coming. The one where you take potting soil and you add glue and you create and then you you create a bead and you have to like get a hole through the center and you paint it. And so, but it looks like a dung ball, you guys. Like it's just like painting dirt. I don't know. I feel as though we can become a little bit more creative, but yeah. I just laugh when she started describing it because you could tell even she was like, "Really? Is this what we're gonna have them make?" Yeah, that's it. This week they assigned, and it's due by next week, screen printing. So kind of like how they do T-shirts. The stuff that they told you to get, I don't think I have all of it, but it was basically explaining how even if you just the way like you would cut out a snowflake out of the paper, you could do using that and make that as a screen print, right? And then it reminds me of carving pumpkins. If you carve out the parts, right, then you see the light through. So instead of light coming through, it gets put down over fabric of some sort, and then you can get the ink on there and it leaves whatever that impression is that you want. So it's a cool concept. I like it. I just think I'm going to need a few ingredients from the list because they were saying, what did they say? It was like freezer paper, I think they called it, or something. It's like something that will stick down to like a mesh kind of fabric that I guess the ink will go through. I don't know. You're creating your own screen printing board, I guess. Very weird, but it could be fun. Hello, Sonia. Good to see you. Find a local homeschool group. There are usually both religious and non-religious in most areas. Definitely. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Yeah.
I'm heading up to Aspen's for the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna wear my sweater shirt because I don't care if it gets dirty.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
Aspen's gonna give me a pair of black shorts so we can all match. Because
all of us are gonna match when we go to the potty place.
That'll be cute. Take pictures, please.
Okay.
Do you need cash or are you good?
I need cash.
In the closet where I have the thing that is for shoes,
Can
except
you
for I
show
put
me?
yarn in there because that's where one of the things.
And
In the closet on the left side. Go in on the left. It's hanging up. It's in the little hole hanging up. You're gonna have to help her because she's not tall enough to get it. Good catch. Dude, I'm like, let's see if Maya can find it. A local one would probably have great resources for the laws, and that's true. That's true. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm remembering California, and things were not as strict as it is here in Washington. So I'm like, do we need to move? No. Yeah, because I started school when I was 4. I turned 4.
there's no money there.
Oh.
What does it look like?
Okay. Bear with. Don't go anywhere. Vibe to the music. I'll be right back. Hang on a minute.
I'll keep people entertained.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right. I didn't really have much in there. So downstairs in my purse. Yep. All right. This is a takeover. No. All right, you. Knock down everything. Come here, Lizzie. Come here, Lizzie B. You are crazy. Here. That's not very much. Go in my wallet
too
down.
much.
I know. Go in my wallet downstairs. Go in my wallet downstairs, you little munchkin. I thought there was more in there, but apparently not. Give her $2. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh my gosh. It's where I hide if I have any cash. Clearly I don't have much cash, but in my purse hanging up downstairs, honey. Get daddy to help you. Anyway, so I have one of those things that holds shoes, right? Except for I put yarn in there. My blanket yarn is like in there. Who needs shoes? I've got yarn, you guys. I don't need shoes. I was never one that had to have like all umpteen million shoes and purses. I'm good with just having one, one of each. Half the time I don't even want to bring my purse. I just want to tuck my phone and my wallet in my pockets and just go. I don't want to be like tethered to anything else. Killian, how are you jumping in and out? Are you working today? You're not working today, huh? Right? Yeah, get those things, man. I'm telling you. Those I've got. I also got, so I had gotten one of these things that it has a design on it. It's one of the, it's, oh my goodness. What would they do without me, you guys? She can't find my purse. Hang on a second. Let me yell downstairs. I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. I'll see if I can mute myself. My mute button. Here I am. Okay, I'm back. You have shoes you're not wearing anymore? Clear them out and put yarn in there, Lana. I'm telling you. Hi, Ricky. Yay. You're off. Oh, good. I'm just also crocheting, so I'm lurking. No worries. You can stay for a short while, Ricky. That's perfect. I'm popping in. I blame, but also thank Rebecca because I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit. And I was so happy that Kim was on this morning over at Fortunate Creations. I love Kim. I've missed Kim, and I was so happy to see her this morning. So I was so silly though. Like, so my alarm at 5, I just keep it on the weekends because when Kim was always on, it was on at 5:30 my time. So I was like, okay, well, I have a half an hour I can sleep. And then I jumped up and it was like 5:45 or 5:50. And so I missed part of it. I'm so bummed. I'm like, darn it. I didn't have my second alarm going off. So, but it was nice to see her. I caught the replay of what I missed and all of that. So it was fun. You just gave away a whole bag of shoes. Yeah. You know, actually, that reminds me, I have another one of those hanging units. It has shoes in it, but I never wear them. And it's in one of the other closets. I should clear them out, and use that for yarn. Oh, so smart. Yeah, you missed her so much this week and missed all of us here. Yep. Because of extra work hours. There's always the replays. I know, especially for those that enjoy catching these live. I think that yeah, it's not quite the same, but it is nice just to have that as an option, you know. Oh wait, I did this wrong. Hang on. Did I do that wrong? Okay. Okay. They're going off to what do you call it? Yeah, yarn stash increase. No, I still have stuff not in tubs that I should just add to it. The girls are going to one of those places where you can pay and get like an unpainted pottery of some sort. You get to pick which one you want, and then they get to all paint and then probably fire it in the kiln and then get it. So I thought that sounded like lots of fun. What I was saying earlier was you know, so they have those, they're kind of cheapy, I'll admit that, but these ones had doors, which was cool because I felt like it helps with keeping dust away. But it's just like a wire frame with kind of a plastic sides, and this one, like I said, just has doorways. So what I did was I have 3 of them set up on the rack in the top of the closet, and then I have another set that was set up down lower. So, you know, anywhere you can tuck the yarn, basically. You just have to get creative. You go back to, yeah, I was just thinking about that, Killian. I'm like, I think they have to fire it because it's legit, it's pottery, and then you go and it's the paint that you have to refire it again. You made a really ugly horse once. Yeah, I wonder what it's gonna look like. I don't even know where this place is. Hopefully it's not too far. But yeah, I'm sure I'll go downstairs and whatever cash was in my wallet will be completely gone. Oh my goodness. Still waiting on my car, Jujubee is my car, to be finished in the shop. I don't know what is the holdup, but it's been a few days. My husband's going to call today and see if we can't get her back. It's like, okay, it was just one little thing. Can we please get our car back? That'd be great. Get on YouTube in the evening either, as my husband and I are trying to find the empty nest relationship thing when the kids are home. 100% homeschooling and then they aren't there. Yeah, that's got to be weird, right? My husband and I think part of the reason we work so well is that we both have very different hobbies, and we both respect that we need that time. Like, we need our own me time just to kind of recharge. So we always check in with each other and all, but like, he likes to do video gaming and music, so he'll be making up songs and things on his guitars, and then playing video games with his buddies, and I'm in here crocheting, learning Korean, and watching K-dramas. It's like totally different. Yeah, I bet, Rebecca, I bet. Yeah, we're a household of 6 because we have my in-laws as well, so that's different too, you know. You're never, even if the kids were gone, we'd still be 4 in the house. So 1, 2, 3, dive back down. We've got 4 petals down, you guys. 1 more. Music and video games. Yep, that's what he does. They're the same people, Killian. I was pretty sure that was the case too when I heard the little bits about your your partner. Yeah. That, you know, it's funny though, because even though our hobbies are different, they're both very especially with his music, it's very creative outlet, right? So we can connect about the creativity aspect because it's very similar in writing, drawing, music. You know, they do overlap, even though I can't write my own music or anything. So it's fun. But yeah, I used to love, as a kid, with my brother, he loved playing video games, so I'm very used to that. But I always loved watching him play video games because I just really enjoyed just watching the story and stuff like that. And I played more when I was younger, but it was always with my brother. It wasn't very often by myself, and so I just never really picked it back up again. But I'm sure there's ones, like I keep hearing about what is it? Shy was just had a thing on hers yesterday. It's not, she's doing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, but she's also loves the one that's very similar. Oh my God, I'm blanking on it. I can't remember. It's, what's it called? It's very popular. But it's kind of like where you go around and you're building up your house, and you're adding different things to it, and you have to collect materials, and you have to build materials and stuff like that. And it sounds like fun. It's cozy. It sounds like a cozy fun time. That's my kind of thing. So your hubs is doing his hobby today. Wait, I think I missed something. Hang on. My partner's been getting really into hot sauce and gardening. Oh my gosh. growing his own peppers right now in case your husband wants a new hobby. My husband loves to eat things with hot sauce, so I'm sure he would enjoy tasting whatever hot sauce your partner puts out, Killian. If you need anyone to taste test, he'd be happy to. I know I was telling Mr. Frizzy that I know Andy was talking about how her husband's going to get into making salsa, and I was like, we'll try the salsa. We'll get some, and he's very excited about that. So your husband's doing his hobby today. He's an avid outdoorsman and shoots in archery tournaments. Wow. Like proper bow and arrow, or is it more like well, that's archery, right? Archery is bow and arrow. That's so cool. Animal Crossing. Thank you, Ricky. Yes, that's what I meant. It was Animal Crossing. And I've heard Stardew Valley's good too. So I think both of those would be up my alley. Rebecca, we got a hydroponic system and it's amazing. Yes, it is. Yes, this is it's from Demon Gummies, but this is their compilation of all their different music. So this one does say it's from Animal Crossing. How funny. Bow and arrow. Where my okay, so back in California before we moved, where my parents lived, kind of around the neighborhood and towards the hillside, there was an archery range. It was really neat. You could actually go and you can see. We never actually went doing any archery there, but they also had hiking trails. So we've done some of the hiking trails. Hi, son. You're into cooking and art and watching movies. Nice. And your husband's into fitness and building houses and investments. So it sounds like a lot of us have very different hobbies than our husbands and significant others. What's up, son?
I'm bored.
You're bored?
Yes.
Oh. Did you go on VR yet?
I just did.
Oh. Is that why your face has marks on it?
No crap.
You can go draw. No, they went to some pottery thing. We're painting pottery.
Where?
I don't know.
With who?
With the other girls.
And he's gone?
Mm-hmm. You could see if a friend wants to play.
It's not in progress. Can you invite Tyler?
Yeah. Crochet, knit, sew, and play MMO games. Nice, Ricky, nice. Make him clean out the fridge. Oh. Yeah, we are constantly needing fridge clean out kind of stuff. Okay, I think I can do both of these things at the same time and still have our music going. This is multitasking at its best, you guys. Hang on momentarily. Doop. Here we go. Now we're back. Right, yeah. Yeah, don't ever tell your mom you're bored. That's right. We'll find things for you to do. Oh, you were saying make my son clean out the fridge. Yeah, right. I'm sure he would love to do that, Killian. And Rebecca says, I crochet, garden, and preserve food, dry, can, ferment, etc. But how do you dehydrate, Rebecca? My sister-in-law's gotten into dehydrating things. So she's like, you can dehydrate soup. And I was trying to think about that. I guess that's how they make the kind of dried soup and packets, right? That you just throw in a pot and add water and heat it up. Husband helps me clean the house as he's very OCD and needs everything clean and organized. Oh my gosh. I wish everybody in my house was like that, Sonia. I wish I was like that too. Oh, there you go. Washing light switches and baseboards. Oh man. You dehydrate as well. Nice. That's funny. Okay. Yeah. Now we are doing this one. I kind of have the pattern in my head now, so I'm halfway there. But now I've just got this last little petal here, and then I'll be done with this one.
The war was our way of sharing our greatness with the rest of the world.
Tell them, look at the dates and find the oldest condiment in the fridge. Oh man, we've done that before and it's kind of scary. There would be ones that, you know, you move sometimes and then it comes with you because it's good at the time that you move, but then it stays in there and it never gets used. And then 7 years later, you're like, oh my God, this expired 7 years ago or something. Hi, Amber. How's it going? Running errands. It was cracking me up when I watched the first part of Kim's live, and I saw in the comments, Amber, when you were like, because Kim kept saying that, which I don't think she was realizing where we knew that from, right? Little Lizzie B. She did do a slight takeover while I had to go run and look at something. And hello, Margaret. How are you today? I'm glad you could come and pop in. All right. There's the last one. Done and done. Scissors. Ah, scissors. Ook. Oh, these are those trick left-handed ones that I have that I accidentally bought. There we go. There we go. All right. There. So I think when I tuck in the loose end, because the way that they have you changing the color, you do have a bit of an orange little tiddly bit right there. So I'll probably just like go over that with the yellow and then you won't see it. So what are you guys working on, Margaret and Amber and Sonia? Anybody that just came in? Because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. She was hamming it up yesterday. We were doing school and she just kept saying that. It was hilarious. Her inflection when she says it is so much funnier than anything I could do. I just crack up. So she gets me laughing though, and that's good. Okay, so I've done what I can with these guys. And then I still need to make, I think she did like 6 mushrooms in hers. Yeah, she did 3. She did 2 clusters of 3. And so far I have 2. I don't know, do I want to do that? Or I work on my hexie wrap. She's got violets in here too, which are really pretty. So I could do the violets. Because that's right. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get out my ones that I have for my mushrooms. So those are pretty easy to do. I think I can do those whilst I'm live. You started a 3rd diamond painting this morning. Got done with the 2nd one at 3 a.m. this morning. Oh my goodness. So what was the 2nd one that you did? I saw the first one, I think is the one that I saw you posted. So was the 2nd, are these all pictures that you took, Margaret, and turned into diamond paintings? Or are they ones that were already a picture of something? Library to pick up a book for my daughter. Nice. So I did, speaking of libraries, the library around here had put a posting up for, it's like a, I would have called it like a floating clerk or something, but it's basically somebody that if they need help, you know, because people called in or whatever, that they could ask you to come in and, you know, shelf books, help customers sign up for library cards, that kind of stuff. You know, it's all stuff I've done. I was in the library system for 8 to 10 years when I was in California. Did the bookmobile. I worked at Cupertino Library. I worked at the headquarters office, you know, processing magazines and such. So I've done a lot of different, I've had a lot of different hats in the library system. But But this was kind of fun. It seemed like, okay, you have to maintain at least doing 3 days out of a month. And they tend to need people Saturdays and Mondays, apparently. So I thought it could be kind of a fun little thing, you know, earn a little extra here and there and get back into the library system. So I applied and we'll see what happens. It's nothing like, it's not like a full-time anything. It's not going to take me away from YouTube or anything like that. It was just kind of a, you know, nice to have a little bit extra something. And also I love working for the library. It was my favorite job that I ever did. So I think it would be fun. And I'd have probably a lot of fun stories to talk about because lots of fun things always happen in the library. You're making Mobius strips. What's a Mobius strip? Do tell, do tell. Hang on, I think I missed what Rebecca said. I'm using the Lion Brand respun yarn. The skein is so much softer than the last one I used. Was it also the respun yarn that you were using? And this one is just a softer skein of the same kind of brand and everything? The second one and this one are both pre-made kits. Gotcha. I kind of accidentally started another blanket. How do you kind of accidentally start a blanket? It's a trio blanket by Felted Button. I'm interested to see what that looks like. These two are for my hubby to choose which one he wants for an EID gift. Gotcha. Oh, shapes that are one-sided. Shapes that are one-sided. I'll have to look those up, Killian. I'm still not picturing what you're talking about. I liked it, Amber. You're talking about the one that had the different colors. I think you were saying you used 2 different stitches. I thought it was pretty. I like striped scarves. I think those are nice. Oh, wow. That's so funny, isn't it, Rebecca? Where you can have the same dye lot, same yarn, totally different feel to it. It's weird. You took a cylinder, disconnected it. Oh, the things that kind of like click together, but they usually create maybe something spherical. I have seen those. It's like a puzzle, kind of. 3D puzzle almost. Fidgets, yeah, like a fidget toy. Because I'm tired. I love that that's become a thing. I love that. Yes. That's awesome. Okay. What am I doing? Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Pull that. Tie that. Oh, wait. Why am I tying this off yet? I still need to do more stitches into this magic ring. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, there. Okay, now we're going in. I'm going back in. So I think this yarn that I'm using feels like cotton. I'm not going by whatever they've said on here because they're talking, like she used baby alpaca silk for her mushroom caps. I'm sorry, I don't have any baby alpaca silk in my closet. So I've got a cotton that I'm using, and then I don't know what other, she just used, I think, another regular yarn for the stem. Like, bougie yarn. I don't have any baby alpaca silk. You take a strip of paper, put 1 twist in it, then tape it. Draw a line on it. You will have a line around the whole thing. Interesting. You're blowing my mind, Margaret. I'm like envisioning this thing that you're talking about. Oh, interesting. It's made from recycled plastic. Does it look like yarn or does it look like those weird cord looking ones? Bought an Olga Poltava scarf pattern and I'm using mini hanks from Crafty Wool UK in between black acrylic yarn. I am working on a mushroom that is from the garden book, the applique garden book. No, I don't. I don't have a stash of alpaca silk. Yay, Kitty's here. Hi, Kitty. Welcome in. I'm so glad you could come on in and become a member. No, I don't have any baby alpaca silk in my closet in my shoe storage container, but yeah, this is, so the little mushrooms peeking out here on the side. Nope, I'm wrong way. This one. That's baby alpaca silk, you guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's all over the place. Like, you know, that was one thing about the Muppets book too that I really appreciated. And thank you for being a member for a month, Amber. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciated that. He tried to use, for the most part, the same kind of yarn. Like, it was Big Twist, which I had spoken with him about after, and he's like, gosh darn it, now that all Big Twist is going out and stuff. Oh my gosh. Right, Kitty? Well, you could sneak in, I think, or maybe it didn't do it right. I was trying to make it so it was a public video that just only my members could be in the chat. But that's funny. I'm glad you kind of didn't sneak in, but that's okay. I just like that you're here. So yeah, I'm working on the mushrooms. I've got a whole bunch of mess of other floral bits and such that I have to deal with the ends, but they look like this, the little mushrooms, when you're finished. Just don't mind all those ends, but here you go. It's like it's a wee little mushroom. Here, let's get the other one. I did this one shorter because they say make them different heights. So I've got 2 little mushrooms. I need to make 4 more little mushrooms in different heights. So let's see. Using that yarn right now too, I am making my knit raglan with it. It is in the color Alpine. It isn't very soft, but I like the color. Oh, very nice. But you're making it, and thank you, Rebecca, for being in my inner hive for 3 months. Love having you here with me. Yeah, where was I going with that? Well, okay, so I had 2 things in my head, but one of them was about the raglan. So is a raglan pretty much, like, I'm kind of trying to remember what Kim was doing. She was trying to make a raglan, but it was almost like that shape. It's just like has the long panels, 2 panels in the front, and then kind of goes in the back. It's like a cross between a poncho and a scarf or something. You made my 1st through 8th tumbleweed. Oh, I want to see that, Kitty. Well, now that you're a member, hang on. Bear with, I don't know if you're on Discord, but we have a member Discord. So, although I don't think I can pop it in because then everybody would have it. So, if you go back in, if you look at the posts and you scroll back, you should find the link, the members link for Discord, and you can pop a picture in. But we also have the Facebook group as well, and then you can post a picture on there too, because I want to see what that looks like. I'm just picturing a big old tumbleweed, you know, the like Lone Ranger kind of tumbleweed. And there's my Lana. She's been in the Royal Hive now, and she's been with me 3 months. Feels like doesn't it feel like it's been longer than 3 months? In a good way, in a good way. Not like, oh geez, it's been 3 months. No, it's a good way. Okay, raglan is just a top-down design where you divide your collar into 4ths, 2 arms and a front and back, and make continuous increases at each quadrant. Okay. So does it actually have, does it have sleeves then? That's interesting. Aren't they cute, Kitty? Yeah, I agree. That's why I was grabbing. So these ones I already had on my little clips because I use these for one of the corner to corner squares. But I still have a whole bunch on little clips because you make them ahead of time. but now you're creating a whole bunch of little balls of scrap yarn. And so slowly but surely I've been trying to use them when I can instead of grabbing from the skein. I have skeins with this color too, but I'm like, I need to get it gone. Okay, where was I? All right, here we go. So I think I need one more. Then I can close my magic ring. Yes. Yeah, well this is the first time I've really been able to kind of read a chart. So I think this is a good book for figuring charts out. Make the yoke till under the armpit and split and save stitches for the sleeves. Work the rest of the body, then go back and add the sleeves. Oh, interesting. Maybe I'm not thinking of the same thing. You know what? I'm not thinking of the same thing. Okay, you're talking about raglan, which is a type of sweater. I'm thinking of, okay, it's not raglan, it starts with an R. It's a Rowana. That's what I'm thinking of, that she was trying. You're gonna do another Texie wrap? Nice. I am so close. This is the second half, but it's getting bigger, you guys. So I have this much left to finish this round, and then I have one more go around, and that'll be the 30th round, so that it matches the other half that I have sitting over here, right there. Yeah. And then I should be able to pin, try it on, and see where we're at, if I need to make it bigger to fit me, or if it's good, and then we can start. I think the next step is sewing it together, right, Julie? After you make the two halves, sew it down the back, and then you start the ribbing. So I think that's where I'll be next. But I decided I'm not pressuring myself here to finish it by the end of the month. Even if I'd like to, I'm just gonna try to do a good job and have fun with it. So yeah, Rowana. Is a Rowana kind of like a poncho, but there's definitely a difference to it. I think it's longer in the front because of how the panels work. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yes. Hang on. I'm losing my stitch here. Did you see the picture going around? Yes, Jason Momoa and Jack Black and their Hexicardies. That was adorable. I loved that. I didn't see if there was a video attached to it. I just saw the picture of them, and it was amazing. I love the one that Jason is wearing, the purples, and I think it had some pink in there. It was so cute. I wonder who made it for them. Somebody made it. So who made that for them? Did it say anywhere? Did they make it? That would be amazing. Be like, oh my gosh. Just one more reason to really enjoy those two, right? They sit there crocheting on their days that they have time. Oh my gosh. I'm on my second half too and excited of the joining and ribbing when it's time to make it. Now, Tuli, did you use the 3-ply, like the DK weight like Shy did, or did you use a bigger weight and a bigger hook? Momoa, not mimosa. Somebody's got their brain on mimosas this morning. Oh my gosh. The Rowana is like a cape. Oh, like an open poncho. I gotcha. Well, hello, Helix. I'm glad you could join. How's your day going? I just thought I'd pop in while everybody was still kind of doing their thing this morning before we go to Target today. I love going to Target, you guys. It's like a guilty pleasure. I like looking in the dollar bins too. But it's not just dollars, I know. It's $1, $3, and $5, but you find some good stuff. Multiple cardigans. He has more than one. Oh, I like him even more. I see at least 5. Wow. I wonder if his wife is making them or if he's making them. That's so cool. Okay. And what are you working on, Helix? Let's see. Okay. Did Jason? I know, that's what I want to know too, Lana. Inquiring minds want to know. Did he make them? Hey, if he's crocheting, I got to see if he'll come on the hive. I think I would be so starstruck. I'd just like not be able to talk properly. I just humana, you know, like what were we talking about? Time to take a nap. We'll have this on in the background. Hugs and love. Remember, you are all precious and loved. Thank you, Ricky. Enjoy your rest. And Jason made his and wait. Okay, the post with Jack Black said Jason made his and 10, the one for Jack to match the movie they are in. Or and the one for Jack. So Jason made them. That is fabulous. You're using a hook 6, 4 for me. And the yarn is Novita. It may be a 4-ply or 4-weight, you know, if it's worsted versus DK. Because this is a 3, or no, that's what I'm using here. On Shy's, I'm doing the 4mm hook, which is what she called for. And it's a 3-weight Hobie Horizon yarn, which is also what she was using. So that's why the little granny hexie is tiny little circles, basically. Yeah. Because they little. But I think next time I make a hexie wrap, I will probably use a bigger hook and a bigger yarn just because I want to see how quickly they can work up. But this one just takes a really long time with the little hook and the little yarn. Oh no, what happened? Reading with my girls. I came back to the wedding blanket to find it. No, you're frogging 3 rows. Oh no. Did you skip a stitch or something? Right, Rebecca? Yeah. I'd just be like staring at him and he'd be like, okay, so I'm out. That would be tough. Yeah. Very tough. It's in timeout. Oh, it might be in timeout. That sucks when you have to frog back, especially on a blanket or something with huge rounds or rows. I'm frogging here just a second because sometimes I'll miss one of the plies. It's not on my hook, I guess, and then it'll have that little loop sticking out. That drives me nuts. Oh my gosh, yeah, Margaret would have to come on and help me because I'd be completely starstruck. He's eating breakfast and then he'll probably come on over. So just give him a little bit. I know, I'd be like, I'm calling him my lifeline, Margaret. Pretty much what Kim was doing too, huh? US 6 hook. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so mine is the US 4 hook. So yours is bigger. And so the circles would probably be a lot bigger and in theory take a lot less time. I want to know, has anybody ever made a wearable with the blanket yarn? And if so, does it come out super weighty or is it, you know, how does it feel when you're wearing it? I can imagine it feeling really nice, but is it so weighty that it's not as nice? I don't know. Right, yeah, you never know. It's like there's like ghost writers. There's a ghost crocheter that was making it so that he made it, you know. One skip stitch in this pattern makes a significant difference. Clearly had tried to fix the first mess up, but then everything was off. Oh, how frustrating. Margaret's like, Margaret would be not much help. One of my commission robes is in the Big Twist Posh. I'll let you know. Yeah, the Posh, what weight is that one? Because I think that's, the blanket yarns are usually, I think they're 6 weight. Posh was less. I know it was like a 3 or a 4, if I remember right. I've never used the Posh, but I keep hearing good things about it. Oh, she did? Did she just do a Cardi with blanket yarn? My sister-in-law, she was saying, oh my gosh, I think anything you make me in that blanket yarn, I would love, like something to wear. I was just thinking it's going to be this really heavy blankety drape, you know? But I mean, like a cozy hug, you know? So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't decided when I do actually make a blanket, what's my next one gonna be? Because I still really want to make Michael's Gigabyte blanket, so I'll probably make that the next one. But I keep seeing those 6-day star blankets and really thinking how cute they look. So I don't know. Okay, so I finished the cap. Oh, these are like my nemesis. These trick left-handed scissors I bought. It was probably like super big on the packaging, left-handed, and my brain didn't even see it. Looked right on by. Bulky 5, okay. So it's a bulky 5 weight. Okay, so it won't be as heavy or as thick, but it will still be a weighty blanket for or cardi. Oh, right. And Rebecca, oh my gosh, I found some really good colors, and I just hope that I bought enough yarn to make them. I should have asked Michael how many skeins he had to use for each color. Amber, or if you're still here, because you're making that blanket too, how many skeins of each color did you use? Oh, that's true, Lana, isn't it? 5 weight. The puzzle is also a 5 weight. I didn't think about that. I still have some puzzle yarn to work with, but I think I got the puzzle sparkle one. It had a little bit of a sparkleness in it. Okay, now I need this one. You know, every time I go in the closet, because that's where most of my yarn stash is, I'm always just looking at my bins because they're all see-through, so I could see the yarn. I'm just like admiring all these pretty yarns and what can I make with them, and you know, I don't stay too long, otherwise I'd probably have 50 whips going, but you know, sometimes I'll look and I forget I've gotten some of them, because I get like a kid in a candy store when I was looking at Joann's when they had all their boxes there. This is like before it was official, and they had so many boxes that they were trying to go through, and people weren't snatching it up right away. Now everybody's snatched up all the yarn, so you're lucky if you can find much. But yeah, I got some good stuff to work with later. The Cardi Lori made was really lacy, so it might not be as heavy as a solid one would be. That's true. Made the shawls a lot heavier than the 4 weight. So you've done shawls. Oh, you're talking about the puzzle would make them a lot heavier. Yeah, I could see that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll go that length. I'm trying to make them all different lengths here, so. Mercury is messing with me hard already. I also can't find my own 7mm hook. 3 of my active whips are on. Oh no! That sucks. Could it be with one of the whips? Like, did you tuck it in there at some point? Found another store today that was like Cracker Barrel and Hobby Lobby and Joanne got together and had a baby. It was a wonderland. What was it called? That's so cool. DK, yeah. I have not been to Michael's. I used to completely go to Michael's. That was my place to go. There's Andy. You're back home now? Thank you for sharing those pictures with us of the hot springs. Oh, that looks amazing. Day 3 searching. Oh no. Doesn't that suck when you have, like, I know on a lot of the different sizes, I will have multiple, you know, because you buy many sets of hooks, at least I have. And so you'll have multiples of one size, but then when you need it, you can't find any of them. They're all hiding. They just like jump out of where you keep your hooks and just like scurry into little corners. I have that happen a lot too, so I tell you. When I put things on this trolley cart here, I've been trying to keep the hooks with the projects because otherwise I will not remember what hook I was using for those projects. So it's kind of nice to have multiples of one size just to have that be something you can do, right? You're halfway home. Oh, you're still in the car, huh? Okay, one skein of the Novita yarn contains 328 yards. Wow. I originally took it as a sign I needed to just work on the wedding blanket because you had the hook for that one, but then you had to frog 3 rows and you're like, no, I'm done with this for now. Locally owned store with a restaurant attached. Been open since 1961 and it's called Mingelson's. That is so cool. So it's like a one-of-a-kind place. Oh man, they have all kinds of yarn, mostly Red Heart and Karen Simply Soft for their value. Gotcha. Oh, Helix, why did you donate all those hooks? You donate the sets missing the one hook you use the most. Oh, nobody will miss this hook. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now that mushroom is done. I don't know what it is, but ever since using these type that have this gripper on them, I don't know if it's like a thing with my hand or what, but if I try to just use one like this without the casing, it is really hard for me to hold them. They try to spin in a really odd way when I'm trying to work with them. So I do prefer having these little sleeves on them.
Somebody from the post office needs a signature from you.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Hang on, you guys. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. They need a signature. I will be back. I'm back. I'm back. Who's still with me? Everybody still here hanging out? Okay, what did I miss? Okay. My son and all his buddies have hung around our house since they were 5. All in my lower room waiting for the whole group. I love it. Aww. They're all in their late 20s now. Wow. They had the Red Heart roll with it. I haven't tried that, but it looks really pretty. I like that one. Oh, they're going to go camping for one of their bachelor parties. Isn't that so funny? That's got to be such a weird feeling. I mean, mine are obviously too young. It's 11 and 8 now. But yeah, just when your kids get to the age of starting to get married, that just blows my mind. You took a quick video of it. I'll make it a short after you're done with the live. Sounds like a plan. Oh, okay, Andy. Thanks for coming in, though, and saying hi. Okay. The mushroom is complete. So now we've got 3 mushrooms. 3 mushrooms, and we need 3 more mushrooms. But I think if the roll with it, is that a kind of blankety one? It seems like it's thicker than a worsted, from what I remember. Yeah, I've been struggling lately with just having the energy and desire to do filming, which has been frustrating as well. I keep wanting to film this tutorial for the frog, and when I do have free time, I'm struggling to just sit there. Like, I sit here and I'll see who's on live, and I'll look at my stuff, and I know what I should do, but I just can't get myself to do it, and I don't know what that is. It may just be like, I'm hoping it's not that I'm not losing my Crojo or anything like that, but I'm just like, I think I just get to the point where my brain just doesn't want to brain anymore. And so I just haven't been able to get myself to do it. So it is going to be coming. I can't tell you when. I know it won't be this month. It's just, it's not easy to like rejigger your whole life. Now my life is being jiggered with, her schooling and everything. So being able to pop on live, that's at least the very minimum of what I want to be able to do for you guys, and just to be able to see you and hang out while I'm crocheting. I have so many things I want to do. I just need to actually get the focus to do them. So apologies that things aren't coming out as frequently as I'd like them, but I'm glad that you guys can pop in whenever I come on live and hang out with me here. I don't know if you guys get like that too, but yeah, it's been a bit of a week. I'll just be like, okay, I don't want to work on that. I don't want to work on that. I don't think I can get into doing this. And then I'll bring out my Korean stuff and I just start like trying to learn a language. This is how I think the ADHD brain works. You're in the film funk too? Yeah. The filming, I don't think it's the filming so much as the editing that is always, it just takes so long for me to do. And so it's like, especially on a tutorial, and I think the hardest thing is if you make a tutorial and it doesn't get that many views, because you know how many hours you've spent putting it together. And so, you always want to have that one that just kind of gets seen by everybody. Somehow it catches on the bandwagon of the algorithm and it just gets such visibility. But there have been times where like I've done ones that haven't even gotten 100 views and I'm like, wow, that's rough, so it's hard. But at the same time, I do really enjoy doing tutorials and I do enjoy sharing patterns and things like that. So I definitely want to keep doing them. Just getting that drive in to get them gone, or get them going. Getting them gone and out the door is kind of what I meant. What gauge of hook do you need to use with a worsted weight yarn? Is it similar than Aran US 5mm? With the worsted weight yarns, actually I think I'm starting to like going thinner with the hooks. Like the 3mm has been really good. Before, I want to say I was using like a 4mm hook a lot of times, but oh my gosh, Killian, I'm sending you all my footage. You can edit for me. Make them cute. You always do a good job with yours. Yeah, I totally am, Helix. I started worrying. I was like, oh my gosh, am I not giving my members enough content? I need to be getting things out there. I was going to just like start throwing patterns up and just try my best, because when I feel low like that, I just feel like I just want to keep everybody engaged and enjoying themselves and stuff. And so I'm like, what can I give out? What can I do? How can I motivate myself here? You don't like your camera voice? You're so funny. Well, because you did your first videos and stuff, so you're probably not used to hearing how you sound, right? Because we all sound different to ourselves, and then you hear it back played on a video and you're like, that's what I sound like? Yeah. Try not to stress about it, Amber. Yeah, that's good. That's how you should be. Normally I don't. I just think like I've gotten in this weird headspace lately, and it's just like I just feel frazzled, even more frazzled than usual. There's gonna, I know, that's so funny, Kelly. And whenever I hear you play those, I'm like laughing because it's just so funny. You know, like everybody has their own sound effects that they really enjoy using. And so you'll hear them a lot. Like Shy has certain ones she uses. You have the fart sound, which I think is hilarious. So far I've only done, I kind of like using this kind of swipe effect where it does this, it's almost like it's kind of like a water effect as it's changing scenes. I really liked that. And so I paired that with a kind of swipe sound. I liked it. But yours are funny. Much more funny. Oh my gosh, I know. I told Shy if she ever wants a different job too, because she's also good at editing and making things look cute. And it's like, you found a book at Mangelson's called Yarn Cake Amigurumi, and they use one of my favorite Lion brand mandalas, the ombre ones. Is that the one like the purple one I got? You'd made a shawl out of, and I bought 3 cakes, I think. Did I buy 4? I think I bought 3. I've been on stage since I was little, but recorded voice sounds, it totally sounds different, yes. You know what? It makes you happy, and it makes me happy because I think it's hilarious. I mean, you know, who doesn't like a good, good fart noise? I know if my husband heard it, he'd be laughing. He's gotten those like button things before, you know, that make terrible. They're horrible, but they're hilarious. So, okay. I've gotten this far, you guys. Hey, I finished a mushroom and a flower. I feel like that's pretty good. How long have we been going? About an hour and a half. Could I be doing better? Probably, but small wins, right? Okay, here we go. Where is it? Where am I starting here? Okay, there I am. Yep. I don't even want to look at the written instructions because all they do is make me confused. So if I just look at the pattern or the chart, I feel like I can get it a lot better now that I'm starting to get the charts. So far, I think these are very basic, but maybe it'll get more difficult as I go. Yeah. But I found another gal that does mosaic crochet blankets, and they are so nice. Let me see if I can find it so I can share it with you guys. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember, how did I share that? Let's see. Crochet. I think it was called Crafty. There was yeah, here we go. Okay. So this gal she's on Etsy, but she's also she has her own website as well. And she also has a Ravelry too. Here it is. Her name is Abby McIntyre. It looks like the price of them is in pounds. So I don't know if that means she's from, it says she's English, but like probably from the UK. But this was one I saw. This is a witchy one that I thought was really pretty. So I'm going to share this one with you guys. But she has a lot of really cute ones. They're not all like witchy ones. This one is just the one I saw. Let me see what the other ones were. She has quite a few. Oh, this was one of the ones I loved. Let me show you guys this one too. This one's called Nana's Dresser Mosaic Afghan. Okay, what did Margaret say? The other day, for a new twist on a terrible old joke. Oh, that's terrible, Margaret. Also, we should totally do that to somebody. My husband. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love this one. This other one is very similar. Like, it looks like a hutch, somebody's hutch, and it's got, you know, the tea sets and there's a cat on one of the shelves and little plants and stuff. It's very, very cute. Yeah, the kitty. Amber, it accidentally fell in my cart. Right? Yes. Yeah, but she's got one that's called the Enchanted Garden, and it's got some floral designs. She's got one that's got koi fish on there. And then there's one that's got puffins, like the puffin birds, and then waves, and then fish. So it's kind of another motif. So lots of fun things going on in her shop. So anyway. But again, those, I can only imagine how crazy it's going to get when you make a bigger piece like that that's mosaic, because the way that they tend to work them are in charts, and they have to kind of piecemeal the chart together to create the full thing. So I feel like it's going to confuse me, but Rebecca. Yeah, I know Kim was going to town on all those books that she had today. Those were pretty much all, I think, granny squares, right? She's got a whole lots of those, though. You are so far behind, Rebecca. You're going to have to catch up. Oh, my goodness. Well, I will probably get heading out, you guys. It looked like my husband was finished and probably ready to get heading out for the day. And so thank you, though, for popping on in and hanging out while we worked on some mushrooms here and a little flower. But this was fun, little impromptu hangout session. And welcome again to the newest member, Kitty. It's been lovely chatting with you and all the different lives on other channels. So I'm so glad that you're here in the Frizzy Friends now. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will probably see you in a lot of other lives. But I will definitely see you again next week in my own live. If you don't see me sooner, Wednesday is the next scheduled live. If you are in the Royal Hive, though, we do try to get together. I am going to try this week. I totally blanked this Tuesday. We were going to try to get on. Discord has something similar to a Zoom, and so I did that once with one of my members. But yeah, we'll start doing those as well. So I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will catch you later.